Hello. Nice. Just woke up. Yeah. I never remember how to configure like my stream information. I think it is. Is there like a deck? I can do it on my phone maybe. Stream manager. Twitch stream manager. Let's go. Download was right under. Thank you. Edit stream info. So today what we're doing is Perlin Noise. Yeah. Noise. Up. Noise library. Notification. Okay. Blah blah blah. I could add this. Types. Why not? In English. No issues here. No. Perfect. I think very professional, of course. Yes. So we've already got someone, I think, watching this. Hello. So I technically already wrote the library in Typst. An example usage is a background. For example, background image. So here we have Perlin Noise. For anyone that doesn't know, Perlin Noise has a kind of tricky algorithm, but it's mathematically not that difficult. So I have the implementation in here. It's like 75 lines, but because I added all the documentation. And my issue right now is that the background I use here is generated as a grid here. But the problem with grids is that they are not made to make images like this. A grid only gathers a lot of different elements. You could put text, images, figures, anything in every cell of a grid. But here I use rectangles. So this static background actually is made of thousands of little rectangle elements, but I don't need all these elements. And I just discovered yesterday that the image function of Typst can take bytes as input in here. So, oh no. So here a path, you can either, when you use an image, use a path to the image, or you can use raw bytes. Nice. So I want to be able to do that, raw bytes. For now, what happens is that I create a matrix. Well, technically it's a long list, but like a matrix, but wrapped. Lines wrapped to one another, and I apply Perlin noise to every point of that matrix, and in the end I get a long list of all the noises. But Perlin noise is between -1 and 1. You can look it up here, I think. Can I? Yeah, it's a number between -1 and 1. And so what's used, for example, for instance, here is -1 is going to be the darkest and 1 the lightest. But I need in here, in the background, to map these values from -1 to 1 onto a grayscale. I use a function that I call normalize, which basically turns -1, 1 to AB. And when I want AB to be 0 and 1, and then light gray from this, the light gray color is this. Why did I do that again? Number to color function. I don't remember. I don't remember why I did that this way. Oh. Y minus P over 4. Why didn't I use just P? Ah, yes, because it was too dark and we didn't see the background. So I fixed it. It's not really a grayscale. I need to put it here. Not really grayscale. Adapted for pretty background. For smoothness. Or ta-da. Is it just the length or? Okay, adapted for smoothness. Here. I can. Oh yeah. And yeah, I can change. I wrote different maps, so it was like I don't remember. Earth. I think I should open that here. Helper. Jet, for instance. Jet. It's not beautiful for a background, but not bad. Earth. Fair enough. Then I think I had HDLS or something like that. I don't remember the names. Fire, red, green. Ah, yeah, it was, yeah, when I do gray. Yeah, and then light gray. Okay, so technically, yeah, adapted for smoothness. And env heat is good, I think. Env heat. Okay, we had fire. So we can do kind of cool things, but every time it takes some time to render because of the grid thing. So for grayscale, I discovered an image format called PGM. PGM is really good. It's really easy to write. It's not how do you call it? It's not compressed or optimized, but it's nice. Basically, images look like this. You write P2 at P. That's the magical number. The magic number, sorry. So the magic number is just here so that the files are recognized. For example, I wrote one in here. By the way, okay. And yeah, here it has P2. And if I write file foo.pgm, it's the image. It's an image. And we even get the size, like everything is parsed. So these 2 bytes, for example, is xxd, yeah, xxd foo.pgm. We can see at the top we get P2, and so that's what is read by any image reader. And here the image, I just copy paste it here. Right under, you can put comments within hashtag, I think. Yeah. I need. And so P2, then the dimensions of the image, then the max value, so it goes from 0, for example, here to 15, and then every number is a pixel. So here, if I run feh to open it, Veep, just like it, just like that. Yeah, but here it is like blurred because the image viewer tries to make the dimension, the resolution higher. So that's a great format, but it is only black and white. So I would need something that can handle more than these colors. So there is PNB, PNB, PBN, PBM. Does it work this way, or do I need to have the exact path? No. High level. PBM format is the lowest common denominator of monochrome. I don't want monochrome. Okay. PGM with colors. Is there? I can look it up. Is there an equivalent to PGM, the PGM format, but with the colors? Yes, they're equivalent in PPM format. Oh, I think I saw a coding video about PPM. I think I can find it if I coding image. Whoa. I think it was on this channel. Yes, this one. Perfect. PPM is the lowest common denominator for color image format. It should be noted this format is blah 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 blah, and it's written this way. And move foo PGM to foo PPM. PPM. Okay. foo ppm. Yep. So it's almost the same because I can have comments. I have the P3, which is the magic number, 4 by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 15 the highest number. And here every pixel is denoted by three colors. So if I want, for example, I open this one this way. If I want to add at the top one a green pixel, it should be this. Red, sorry, RGB. We have a red pixel, but it's not that. Like, I don't know what happens if I open it with this. Is it too small for you? Yeah, well, it's supposed to work maybe with GIMP. I'm wondering if GIMP would work. Oh, here, and here is like the true image. The true image is this one. So it's not at all optimized because there's like 3 integers for every pixel. But there's a bit more optimized version, a bit more optimized option, because instead of using plain numbers here, you may notice it's plain ppm. Oh. Yeah, you may have noticed it's plain ppm. It is useful for writing as a user, but the real format is P6 followed by a new line with and then it's rasterized, but as yes, I'm gonna do it as it's rasterized as ASCII, not ASCII, but instead of using integers here, you use directly the value, the character value corresponding. So if I write P6 here, I think it should break. Ooh. Maybe there's a manual. Say compile time switches for this build, blah blah blah. Fair is lightweight, blah blah blah. It's based on various modes. When invoked, auto reload, auto rotate, auto zoom, borderless. Fin timeout. Customize list. Edits. File list, font path, tab zone. Force aliasing. Is that it? Ah, that's great. So that's what we want, but it's a bit strange, I'd say. Even though it's 4x4, you can probably see something not going well. Can I? No. Force aliasing. Yeah. What's happening? Can I do? What was it? Auto reload. It's like watch. Reload. Okay, -R. Downloads. Nice. So. Oh, auto reload. Shell feature enabling this to automatically resume when the underlying file changes. Blah blah blah. And then so reload is on hold. Is on by default. Ah. So but then the zoom is bad. There we go. We changed the colors, but yeah, we will start with the P2 and then maybe use P6 because P2 is way clearer what's happening. P3, sorry. P3 is way more obvious. And here, if I use, for example, 8 as a middle ground, yeah. So that's the plan with the colors. So we can close this. Brilliant. Okay. So let's background image equals. Now we don't know, and in the end will be image of something that we return. It's not really a return, but can I do like, yeah, it was not in function, yeah, right. But I can do 1, and then this is 1. Yep. Background image, so I'm gonna start. We have a header, which is P3, and then this, then let size equal I have values here, image W. I don't think you can concatenate with that. Yeah, typst concat. Can I like str? Yeah. Hop. Is it width then size? Width and height. Yeah. Whoop. Space. Insert the image height plus str headline. manual, which is still synchronized, right? Actually, I should put that back light gray. Okay, and here I'm just gonna do mg bytes. Yes, mg bytes. But then again, what do you mean? Oh. And if I rate one's gonna be written here. Yes. So we have the header, so I can do like header plus size. That's how it should look like for now. Then I go to I need to iterate. Let buffer equals this plus buffer yes. For, how do you for loop again? For j in range num y, ta-da. For I in range num x, hop buffer. I think no, it's not an array. It's not, well, it's push, but I think I'll do it this way. I think I'll do it. That's gonna be an empty array. I think that's what happened. Yeah, it's an array. package for that. I can just okay, but if I do dot, then everybody's happy, right? And I have a lot of dots for eternity. Multiple lines, no. I think it's gonna break. Yes. Let's just get this image smaller. Ah, that's still big, yeah, right? Yeah. Okay, fine. But then it's really long. Okay. So we need to fix that. What was it? 4x4. Let's start with that. 4x4. Oh, but it's not the image size that is important. It is the number of x and y, which is here a lot. So I can just do this and I'll have big chunks. Yeah. Or, sorry, I'm taking some time. No, for now I'll just say like that. And I want this image to be the exact same as the one in the background. Here I'm not gonna add point. I need something. There's an RGB here. I can scale it, normalize it. So I'm gonna call let norm equals where's the noise? Noise val equals let full normalize noise val 0 and 1. But here I never know. Noise at j times num x I noise matrix, right? Yeah, noise matrix, but then I'm gonna have an array out of bound thing. That's good, that's good, that's good, but then we want that 3 times. can I do? Oh. Hmm. Okay. Header, whoop, plus size plus buffer. Then, okay, decode, whoop. Then yeah, it's because it's not bytes. So now you're gonna return me a string, right? Yep. Then I go to the manual. Let's take image bytes from image bytes. I watched a video that inspired me. This one. Hey. Good bird. That's the opt file. Yes. ppm main, I think it was main. Frame buffer. Okay, we're not appending anything in here. Okay, I'm just gonna look back at it. Yeah, at the beginning he started with this and then realized he could do it with images. Yes. Math, 3D triangle, blah blah. Image instead of color blocks. Refers to the format in which pixel data with the image data output by images for camera. then he converted it and it was better. What's in here? He pushes things inside it. What does he need? L. Encoding RGBA 8. No. Okay, so I can do bytes. Ta-da. No. Can that be like unknown image format? Encoding. Ta-da. RGB A8. That was it, right? Yeah. But then in the format can be missing parentheses. Okay, height 1, width 1. Ha! Is that the expected format? Where are you? Right in between these. Right. If I do 10 and 10, it's gonna be missing bytes, of course. I think I'm stupid. I think I'm stupid for a very simple reason that I'm using RGBA. So this is RGBA. A is transparency, right? It's the alpha. An alpha should be, if I do not want it to be transparent, I want it to be the maximum. Ah, yes, of course it is here. Not bad, not bad. RGB. This could be red. Hey, hello. Whoop. Should this make a more transparent thing. Height is 10. Okay, so if I do times 100, I can make a 10 by 10. Yes, and I can make an 11 by 10 because it would break. Okay, that's better. Does it change the color? RGBA. Is it really RGBA though? Let's put 0F. Manual.pdf. No, there's no mistake. I mean, yes. What if I do this? Breaks. Okay. F. Why is it monochrome? I mean, it shouldn't. It's not really. It seems like the first one is. Can I turn off the aliasing? I think it's part of the issue. What if I make it larger? Where are you? Suppose I do it times 2, and then 20. Are you telling me I was writing it as a string where it shouldn't have? x0f0b. Now it's not happy, so we use the format here. yp. What are you telling me? Can I do bytes of this? Types x 2 bytes. Eight bytes. Why? So 1 is not good, 2 is not good, 3, 2 is great, okay. What? Can I multiply this like by 10? Claude is good with Typst. I'm not. Mm. I don't need this. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So, I can just write an enormous array like this one, and it should just work. Hop, 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 hop. Can I do this? Okay. These are not bytes, but they were something almost like bytes, I'd say. The buffer is going to be an empty array. And the buffer dot push a new array with the norm. Just realized I can do this. Norm and the norm 3 times, then the error is going to be here, but I don't need this. Then I don't need any more this, neither do I need this bytes, ta-da, but the buffer, what do you tell me? Can I push multiple things? Norm a. Can I do? No. I can just. Still not working because I need to go to the manual. Fix. No, it's working. Oh, no, not this. Is that what I had? No. Image bytes. I don't remember how big it was. It was a 10 by 10. Yes. La 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 la, 300 bytes. Yeah, because it's an array. That's why. I do. better. Then I return this. I can do let image bytes. Manual. And I should have an error somewhere. No. Really? Oh. I just need bytes from that stuff. Yes. I know. Is that dark because I'm too close? Manual, and it's 100 by 100. No, that's not the issue. Apparently, I can just say goodbye to this. Well, at least this is rendering. Why is it all black? It's RGB, right? So I want to map something. I want to do for loop. For I let I equal 0. Should it work this way? That's gonna freeze. Yep. Yeah, it just broke. Let I equal 0 while I image pixel.len, and if I do this, is it the moment where it breaks? Is it this? Yeah, now it's breaking. Yes. Manual, is it? Yeah, if I open it, it's gonna break too. So oh, and it's an infinite loop also. string seems to be infinite. But if I remove this, num y, num x, where are they defined? 10, 10. Typst preview. Is it really breaking? Oh, now it's working. Yes. Yeah, 300 values. I can do +3, and I can start as image pixels dot add I with a space. Okay, but then that's what I should really do. Now down to the helper. What if I do this? Given that here light gray, I just use gray. There we're gonna see a big difference, yeah. I in range. Num x for j in range. Num y ta-da. Doesn't it format even? Okay. plus x plus j is it times 3 x idx plus 1 dx plus 2. And here we just do this. There's no, what if I do, okay. We're seeing something. The 777 are supposed to be light because RGB from 0 is dark, is like black, and FFF is light, so the more you would go to the top, the most light we will get. And we can see here it's 777, same here, so it's the same, supposed to represent the same thing as the background. And here we have a dark diagonal, which should be lower numbers, which is the case here. We have like 3, 4, which is a bit lower. If we change in the helper here the if we do like 2, 2, 2, we have here a light spot, which is the 10 and 11 we have here, and this dark spot is like the 4s, and the most dark spot here is this 3. These two are the dark 6, 6. No, we have like 7, 7, 6, 6. This line is the dark here, second line. This light one is the 9. Then why isn't it the same in here? I mean, I'd like to read the bytes, literally, to understand what's happening. We don't need this, we don't need this, right? The buffer. And this directly is the buffer. I mean, it should. I mean, yeah, that was working. It was literally working. Typst compile, and we open the manual. Maybe it's because of the interpreter, but no, it isn't. this right here is good. Can we do it even this way? Yes. Blah 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 blah. What if I compile this and just get these? Nope. Hop. Whoop. Do not format. Yes. Then I do the same image. But it's not bytes, it's raw pixels. Huh. I know. I it. Let's forget that for 1 second. Goodbye. It's that simple. Can I do something like nice, pretty. So much time lost for that. Hop. But then if in here I write 10, ta-da! That's what I want. Not that. I can go to my README. I think I had to-dos. Support, simplex knows, blah blah. No. I don't care for simplex noise anymore. And here image generation, but it's not really a feature. In manual instead of and we can see, I didn't show you, but it's the same thing in this image than in here. For example, this here is this. It's just that here you can see they're crooked, not crooked, but elongated, squished. So everything appears vertical. Can do it this way. Manual, hop, place background grid with image, yes, show image examples. Make matrix function slash and x slash y and then x slash y. That would be useful. So on to replacing the grid. Here the background is set. Place background. I don't want this. I want hop. Let's bj amg equal this. Yes, background is bj amg. Better. Can I do some cover thing? Is it like width 100%, but then it's only gonna be the width. Yeah, right. So I need height. Lots better. Yep. Great. Yeah, the Typst preview thing has a strange, not feature, but if I do Control plus, it doesn't zoom in, it just writes to zoom in. But if I go to Control minus, it doesn't do this, but it reduces its size. So I just need to use the scrolling wheel, I think. Wow, and it's aliased. Oh my gosh, perfect. Then what do you mean no location found? The helper background grid is goodbye. This is goodbye too. How long does it take to generate? Could do better. So normalizing is great, but yeah, normalizing is great, but I think we could do better. We could use these, so I don't need the RGB. scales that I da, 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 da. Gray. That's what I'm using here. I can do matching. I can do this. I first need to normalize, right? Because that's what I did here. The helper, I first normalized, then used light gray. So normalize to just between 0 and 1. Yes. Then let's RGB equal, for example, light gray of the normalized thing. Ha. I cannot just. Can I do this? Okay. I want number between 0 and 255. Here are between 0 and 1. Can I? It's a color. Can I just, from a color, get red? Like a certain component? What is this? It's a percentage, but I need to fix it to something, so I can't use R here. Why is it a percentage? I mean, not that the alpha component is by default. Oh, I can use false. Perfect. Well, it's basically the same thing. Norm, is this a real variable? Like, or do I do this? Yeah. Alpha false. Okay. Ratio. What is let f equal int of r? 200%. I will just change all the colors here so that they return an array between 0. No, here we have 0, 1. And we need here 0 to 55. I can just change this. Norm C, which is yes, norm color, which is defined here. We're not going to return RGB, we're going to return an array with R times 255, G times 255, B times 255. There's no components, just pure RGB, which is can I do integers for everything? No. Okay. Between 0 and 1, then we map integer. I can still use the pixels. I can still print the pixels. You can just need to use yes. Ta-ta. Light gray. Here's an idea. We push RGB. We push an array RGB. Then not everybody's going to be happy here, like here. But if we flatten it, then everybody's happy. So we can reuse this as, for instance, here we just pick an image by this, but if we look here, what we're just applying is light gray, then normalize, like normalize plus light gray. So we can initially just normalize. We just normalize, and we push the norm. So we get an array of things between 0 and 1. Perfect. Push the norm So that's just a simple array. Then we can map light gray. Here we map light gray and then we flatten. But we can also map gray, which is what I'm going to do here. Map gray and then flatten. Nice, it's nice. And I can manage like multiple at the same time. Where was I? Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Hop. Yes. And then or I can just import color scale. That's for the background, and here, and yes, and color scales. And then for CS in color scales, hop, I grab an image. I do the image of the CS and close this. And then I have multiple images for every color scale. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do 4 by 2. So I can do a grid, but I don't know how to do grids, so I'm gonna look it up here. Let examples equals this. So examples should be an array. Examples. Yeah. And then I can do a grid of examples. How many columns? 4. Is it? Do I need to expand this? Grid, columns, rows, 2. they're to be written in double lines. That's just language knowledge. Oh. What? Okay. Can I do this? Yep. Eight images. How do I play them as 2 lines on 4 in a grid element in Typst. What is it even saying? Okay, seems my stream has ended. There was an issue. Okay, I'll just put the streams together. I think this isn't quite let examples equal this, and then just a for loop where examples are let cng equal this and examples dot push ing. Then I spread this. Let's go. Then I can add a gutter equals 2 points. Not equals this way. Yes. What can I do also? Align and set fill stroke. I can stroke. What's the format? Stroke. What do you mean? very first example. Why not everyone? Every stroke has a color. What is that? Nope. Stroke. Hello, there's some, yep, some artisanal handcrafted code. What do you mean? Like, yeah, I used ChatGPT because I didn't know about the syntax. And so, yeah, what I did right now is I want to do a grid here and add gray outline, but when I do it this way, it doesn't work. I can just do this. Goodbye. But I'd like, can I, maybe it's this stroke with gray, and then I name the arguments, like thickness, color. I know what happened. I know. Hopper. Because gray should be a color, but gray scale. Or gray scale. Color scale. Let's go. And then the manual. Color scales, blah blah blah. Like gray, hop. And then in here I should only need 2 points plus gray, which is a color. And now, but gray maybe is not the perfect color for this. Whoop. Not bad. What if I use the types color at the top? This one. Whoop. P. Very bad. Black. Green. I'll just use black for now, so same as the beginning. Examples. Color maps. Examples. Here, color scales. I can fix that because yes. Okay. I'm matching a space, then beginning this. Then blah 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 blah, hop, and then a comma, and I'm replacing this with parentheses, this thing, match, this thing, hop, match, hop, and parentheses. Yep. grayscale, lightened grayscale, red green, fire, jet, earth, pastel. What? And then go to the manual. Now here, at 0, no, at 1. Okay. Image. Can I add a caption? Yes, with just figure. Okay. Let fig equals figure of my image, and then caption ta-da is just cs.add 0. What's the package that you're working on? I'm working on a package I created, which is called bruyant, which is it's the French word to mean noisy, and it's for just making Perlin noise. It's really basic, just one Perlin noise function, and then today I already did the package like a few months ago, but what I wanted to do today is change the background, because change how I present things, because before it was done with a grid element with a lot of different cells, and you can see it here. It was, oh, maybe I can show it raw. Of course. It was, yeah, a bit of clunky, and actually it took some time to render, because when you do different cells like this, a grid, every cell is a different element separately. So I fixed that by just where it is here. So before I used a grid, and I fixed that by using instead a buffer, and then converting it to an image here, yeah, using bytes, and so it's optimized. It's better optimized and yeah, easier. And I don't know why I did that, and why I do this. This project, because I'm interested in Perlin noise. I also, yeah. What significance of Perlin noise that it gets a name? You mean the package? It's not a really useful package. Perlin, or what Perlin noise means. It's a specific noise that makes things kind of smooth. It's not like white noise. It's not like pure white noise where everything is random. Yeah, it's also used like in Minecraft terrain generation. Yeah, it's blurry, but because it's smooth, it's like these pixels are random, but they depend on the neighboring pixels. You can see it's gradients, like you don't go from black to white in one pixel. It's like black, then gray, then white. Yeah, and it's a kind of not that difficult algorithm. It uses vectors and things like that. You can also adapt your Perlin noise with some parameters, and that's how the surfaces are generated. I think in what's it called? In Blender. In Blender, they use that for textures, Yeah, so it looks something like that. For example, yeah, here you can see the height map is done with Perlin Noise. So they generate a Perlin noise as such. That's one bad, but as this with some darkness and like the function returns numbers between 0 and 1, and if you just move a bit the parameters, so you move a bit on the plane, you see different heights between -1 and 1, and then you can scale it to that. So Minecraft uses this. There's a very interesting video I watched some time ago. What is it? It's about terrain generation, not mod. I think it's pretty long. It's like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's this video. It's really good and explains how it works. And if you look Minecraft biome map, the biomes are always have kind of a logic to them. Like next to the sea, you're gonna have some beach biomes. All hot biomes are gonna be next to one another. You can't have a desert. Yeah, I can send you the link. Whoop, what's that? I can send the link. But you can look it up. Perlin Noise. It's really interesting. Blah, blah. I'm new to Twitch, so I don't really know. Whoop. What is it? Dashboard. Stream manage. And then this is gonna be above the chat. Oh no, it's here. I don't think you can send chats, send links. No, I can't, right? Correct. So really useful. And so how it works is that they have multiple Perlin noise, you're welcome, that are on top of one another. They have one like, which is the humidity map. Then they have a temperature map. And for example, when there's a humid place plus hot, is gonna be a jungle biome. And when it's humid plus cold, it's gonna be a taiga biome. And that decides what biomes goes next to one another, because you couldn't have a desert which is hot and dry next to another biome which is cold and humid. So that's for the biome placement. But then for the actual terrain generation, it is also using Perlin noise, and depending on the biome, you have different parameters. If I look, terrain generation mod, terrain generation. Depending on the biome, it's gonna be different parameters. For example, mega taiga. The mega taiga has some. No, mega savanna. Well, there's some biomes that have strange things. For example, mountains. It's gonna be maybe some steep things. You have mesa biome. What? Okay. Mesa biome is totally different, and so there are different parameters. They don't only use Perlin noise because it's not the most efficient. You have like simplex noise, but it's difficult to implement. So maybe I'll do it later. It's in my my to-do list here, and it's good too, and it's more efficient but really difficult to implement. yeah. So if you have any questions, I read some of things about Perlin Noise to get to make this implementation, and what I wanted to show is I also did a CLI tool, which is ta-da, which is interesting. It was cool to make pretty much the same code as yeah, pretty much the same code as for the what do you call that? As for the extension, the package, the Typst package, but in C. So like I'm not that good at C, but yeah, it took me some time, and I'm not done yet. So I have another stream. I did already a stream on this, and I need to finish adding some features. Yep. So okay, where was I? Yeah, here, adding legends, adding captions. Captions, CS at 0. Where are you not happy? CS. MG. Typst. Why using Typst? Because Typst is, I don't know if you know a bit of the language. Huh. It is a programming language, like a bit like LaTeX, but okay, you've used it a bit. It compiles to PDF, so for visual things, it's really interesting. You could use like Python too, and you can make PDFs with Python. But for example, here I need a neat background. That could be done in Python, but for doing documents, like for project documents, it's easier to use this than LaTeX, and I'm not gonna use Python to make a PDF. So yeah, but it's more fun actually than anything. It's not really important. Like, I don't think for a report I'm gonna use this background. Like the white background is more professional. I'm gonna. Yeah, take some time. It's because it needs 2 maps to do all these maps. Sometimes go to the Typst package market and look at new packages. Yeah, I haven't. Universe, I think. Yeah, I haven't published it yet. But this one, I need to learn this one. Sets. It's like the Tix one in LaTeX. They could make a lot of different figures. I need to learn how it works, especially because later I'll probably do for my classes a package, not a package, a report that needs figures. And I don't want to go back to LaTeX. LaTeX is good, but I've been now that I've used Typst, I really like it. It's pretty fun to use, and it's really efficient, really fast. Yeah. And you can do a lot of things. Like you could do the Perlin Noise in LaTeX too, but it's not made for it. Whereas here it's a programming language. It's like Markdown plus programming. So I really like it. But then here, how is this figure not showing? Caption. So I'm trying to add captions where I have the name of the color scale right under the display, but it's not showing. If you want to watch the streams after I posted them, I have a YouTube channel. where I just post. I just started like 1 month ago streaming, and I have like few streams, but this one was about the Typst Perlin Noise. These are for an extension I've been making. An extension I've been making to, for example, I have types. Oh yeah, Chrome can open that. For example, this file, and it gets coloring now, and I can change the. Suppose I want the VS Code. Right? No. Tokyo Night Dark. Save. Ta-da. Yeah, that was interesting. It's not done yet. And it's especially interesting when I suppose I go on Reddit. For example, Reddit. If you didn't know this, you take the link, you just .json at the end, and you get the JSON version of the page. And then now it's trying to color it, but it's really big, so it would take some time before finishing the coloring. I need to optimize this. But it's not my color, yeah. So it's too big. But for other JSON files, like this, for example, this, stop API access, but still allowing JSON, yeah. It seems that they, for example, this JSON colored, and it's useful when you use APIs online and you want to get something back. For example, the GitHub API. It's allowing JSON, like you can get JSON. It's not really an API. It's just you get the JSON version of the page. So you could technically just create a new display, a new UI that takes the JSON from Reddit and creates another page. Yeah, I'm not gonna check every API, but that's how it works. And so my YouTube channel is sully-vian. I have 3 videos. Most of the views are mine because I was checking that everything was correctly uploaded. Yes, and I'll probably at some point make some videos too. I'm not sure yet. Probably I'm preparing a video now, and yeah. So figure. I like make some Perlin noise. There's a very good video I'm gonna send you the link to about Perlin noise. It explains it like in, I think it's 3 minutes, and it's really fast. Yeah, 4 minutes, and it's really good. I can send it here. And it explains it like exactly how it works. So I won't do better than this video, but maybe when I finish my package I will explain how it works, but it's really straightforward. There are no tricks, and it's just I read the Wikipedia article and implemented step by step. Figure caption. Maybe I will. Maybe, I don't know yet. I have no plans. Maybe I won't. Exactly. Okay. I will try because it's not working. Okay, hashtag figure this, then have caption. Ta-da, hop. What do you not like? I want to use light gray. So here it's working. Oh, thank you for subbing. I actually just finished school yesterday, like forever. Was my last class. I just have a few exams. So I will be more active in like the next month. Then I have an internship, but maybe on in the evening I'll do some things. But like in the evening for me, I'm in France, so I'm French. No, I'm not. I'm in Germany, but I'm French, and so if you're from the U.S. or some other place, and thank you, thank you. So it's working, just not just is it is it because of the stroke? No, figure in grid. What did I graduate in? Well, I didn't graduate yet, but in computer science, I'm in a French school called ENSET, written ENSEEIHT, and computer science, but most specifically in software development. So, because in this school, in the computer science department, some people do telecommunications, so signals, some do like cybersecurity. I do software development, and so it's not really writing the code, it's more like the architecture. But yeah, so nothing to do with C or Typst, but I just discovered that on my free time and liked it a lot. So I hope I will be able to do it for a longer time. Yeah, and I did also a lot of theoretical not mathematics, computer science. So it was like program proving that your program does something. Like you have a sorting function, proving mathematically that it will sort your array, whatever your array is. So really interesting, and it's actually used in planes, for example, because in planes you don't want your program to crash. On my computer, if Chrome crashes right now, no problem, I just restart it. But in an airplane, if a program crashes, the whole plane crashes. So you need to have every line of code mathematically proven, like working, and that does the thing you want. And that's a really interesting field. It's called formal methods, and it's mathematical and rigorous techniques for the specification, development, analysis, and verification of software and hardware systems. It's really difficult, but it's so interesting. Like, just love it. No. So, maybe I can do this. I know what's my mistake. I'm pushing the image, not the figure. Yeah, but then the stroke. Can I outline an image? What is ICC? ICC profile? No. And actually, yeah, I graduated. I'm not a bachelor. It's a master's. It's a master's semester. Last stream I made this transparent so that you can see what is behind, so I don't have to move it. I don't know if it's efficient, but maybe I'll change something. Thanks. Thanks. Master is 2 years, yeah. So you have like 3 years of bachelor, and then plus 2 masters. So I left high school 4 years and a half, and at the end of the year, it will be 5 years since I left high school. Okay. I need to fix this. Name and focused. And now it should, if I do, no. Sorry, oh no, yeah, I forgot. If I do one here, and now, yeah, when I focus it, perfect. Nice. Um, do I work between masters and bachelor? I have internships. I've had internships. Like I did at the end of my third year of bachelor. I had a 1 month internship. Then a 1 month and a half internship last year, and then like in 1 month, I started a 6 month internship. Will be like my last internship. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who's Luke Smith. Is that? I think I know who it is, but I'm not sure because I think I've watched some videos of him. Yep. And yeah, I have. It's a mini script I call MPV webcam, and it just creates. I can look. Goodbye. And if I do dot script slash MPV webcam, ta-da, and it's placed here. I can decide where it is. So -0 is bottom right. That's the size. Quiet, so it doesn't like put some logs everywhere. And it's something I use also is if you look in i3 config and you look at MPV, it's sticky. So if I change workspace, it stays here, which is not the case of other. So before I had to like move it to another workspace, move to the workspace, but now it's just everywhere. So it's nice. Outline. No, it's not. I will not outline this. So now my issue is that I get this. I could just remove the stroke, right? How would it look? Not bad, not bad, not bad. I have the chat on my phone, that's why I'm always looking, so I want to answer. I got some mail. Ta-da. Okay, okay. Yeah. I have some phone calls I need to answer after this live. Fit scaling ICC. The code is by fit scaling variant. Yeah, same thing. Can you put the thing in a box that gives a stroke? Yeah, I think I can, but I wanted to find if there's something directly for the image, but no. If not, I can just box it and have stroke 2 points. Yep, thank you. Should have done that in the first place. Goodbye. Goodbye this. Exactly. And this one, yeah, this one is the... Okay. I just hop. I'm gonna add a footnote because the color maps aren't included in the package, just in a helper script that I have here. Do I really use the Perlin Noise anywhere? Yeah. So color map examples, color maps not included in the package. C helper dot type noise. Then I can just remove this, and it's working. Right? Yeah, I'm not importing it directly. Yeah, there's now really a lot of documentation to be made. light and grayscale. Whoop. Helper light. Whoop. Light and grayscale. Red green. I actually looked the color maps in Matplotlib and just tried to redo what was interesting. Color maps are really nice because they map from a value which is from 0 to 1. They map these values to colors. So for the grayscale, it's pretty easy because you're just picking if it's a gray color is 3 times the same. It's the same thing. So for example, here gray, I have a number here which is from 0 to 9. Then I just do a color which RGB values are the same. Here I light gray, so I removed a part of the ratio here so that it's more light. It's lighter. But then there are some others that are more difficult. The red-green, for example, it goes from red to green. No, the red, yeah, red-green, it's somewhere, well, yeah. And here, for example, ocean, it's really a mapping between 0 is green, 1 is white, and like in a half, it should be blue, and there's like, it's a gradient. So, yeah. If I do color gradient function, color gradient, yeah, you have these examples here. Gray is just, this is a 3D space for RGB. You go from black, which is 0, 0, 0, and 1, you go through the diagonal, which is all the points that have the same X, Y, and Z, so RGB coordinates. This one, the cube helix, beautiful. But then explaining all of this, this is 0, this is 1, so and a half is here, and it's, yeah, there's probably an equation for that. That's the HSV, rainbow, nice. And you can see it's circling around the black and white. If you look, HSV, no. Well, the cool warm one and this, yeah. So maybe there are some functions that I have here, some examples. No. Color map is a curve through color space. Maybe I have some functions here. No math, but it's interesting. I'm just gonna reload my stream manager because it's not showing the image. Yep, perfect. Cube helix. I want to try it. Cube helix. Cube helix. A full implementation of Dave's cube helix. Dave's green. In Dave Green, he's called Dave Green. Oh, maybe because that's what he's, okay. The documentation is as long as the code. That's when you know it's well done. It's correctly done. Seriously. Okay. But I just want the function, like, oh, it's parameterized with starts, rotation, and okay. Okay. I can ask ChatGPT, right? That maps values from 0, 1 to a color to a point of the color space. I forgot to tell him. As cube helix does. Oh yeah, it's gonna be math. Yahoo! Okay. Why these specific values? I mean, they're like magical numbers. Why this? And there are magic sense of they're pre-computed constants that bake a color science model into cheap formulas. Huh. Where U and V those colors building colors and numbers. U and V vectors are okay. So it's like a matrix product. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll look into that later, but yeah, types, gradients. Huh. So there's a gradient type. I always wondered, yeah, if you could do this. This would be incredible. This would be so good. Now if I could imagine, write a text which has a gradient, which is the Perlin noise. So like a full text, black characters, and then I tint them to follow this. That would be neat. The problem is that the formatting happens after the processing. So yeah, maybe we'll see. But the formatting happens after the processing. So if a letter is like in at the end here and I add a character, it will be pushed here, and I need to know in my code if a letter is under this, or I just format my code my text inside my code, and here I don't do auto line returns. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I will. Is everything? Why is the gutter? Oh, I think I put a too big gutter. 10 is too big. 5 is better. No? Oh, it's because of you. I could use grayscale. Can you use manual? No. Up the helper. Scale. Better. But then I could use the getter 10 points. Yes. And I could also just remove like the caption function. the caption function allows me to write it as I want. And I can like set show figure caption, yeah. So I can hop, look at this magic, show figure dot caption. Wait, I need to read a bit. If I do, for example, this, it's gonna be emphasized. But if I do it's dot, I think it's body. No, is it? I need to do cap. Is it an arrow function? Yes, and there's just the body. Remove the annoying figure one, etc. Figure where blah blah blah. I like it. Brilliant is a simple Typst library package that implements the Perlin noise function. Footnote, tends to Wikipedia. Yeah. Hop. Then I can do that's better. Then this basic usage, color map examples. Color maps not included in the package. See helper.type. Yes. Import Perlin. Returns value. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think we're done. I'm gonna go eat. Go and eat, yeah. Brilliant. Manual PDF. Looks great. Fine. Is it the centered? No, it's not centered. Whereas if I didn't do this, we're gonna don't see the difference. If I just don't align it, yeah, very important. But does the function? I don't know when I'll be living again. Maybe tomorrow, but I have some work for next week because I have exams. Yeah, I don't know. And for me, the time is different because I'm in Europe, so depending on where you live, it's not the same time for you. I don't know. I'm just doing this as a hobby right now, and like I have a multiple. You can look it up. Whoop. On my GitHub profile, I have some project ideas, some that I've already done, already finished, and yeah, this. Thank you. It shouldn't be that difficult. I have some exams that were like project exam and project subjects, so I already did the project in the project presentation. So like half of my exams have already passed technically, have already happened. Yeah. And you can always, yeah, these are some things I'd like to look into. It's not always project ideas, things I want to dive in. For example, play with shebangs that I want to do. You can see this as, I don't want to compare, but if you know the YouTuber Soding, the streamer, he does what he calls recreational programming, and it's really, he picks a subject and just does that for 3 hours or 2 hours. Here are some small videos, and he does interesting things. Like he wrote for a library here. Here he worked with for a compiler. There's a video in here. Yeah, he's really good at living and explaining what he's doing. That's what I'm trying to do a bit, but for more personal projects and producing at the end a real product, not only playing around, but sometimes I'll also play around. So he's really interesting and really like smart person. This one, yeah. These projects I wanna look into. I wanna do. And for every project, I usually have a to-do part in my README, so I know where I am in that project. Yes. So the core function, bring a simple text package that implements a Perlin Noise function. Other sully-vian, dates, none. Can I just remove the dates? Yeah, I don't need that. Column map examples, basic usage. Yep. So, README. Done. Make a matrix function with stars. Yeah. For more deeper examples, we're a busy man, which is expected of an artisan. Thank you. I have a lot of ideas right now, but I'm gonna have less time as time goes on, so I don't know how I'll be able to fit that in my life. But next month I'll be pretty free, I think, for February. This is so matrix function. Maybe I'll come back on this project, but I need to submit it. Yep. Also, that should be a priority. Submit to Typst Universe. Do I have it somewhere? No. Typst universe. Hmm. Yeah, I think I said that 10 minutes ago, but what? Manual type. Is everything saved? Yes. I only have one to do. Why did I modify this? The binary differs. I removed something, fixed some others. Yeah. Okay. Readme. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'll end the stream right after committing this. Manual to use images and display examples. Whoop. I will add some other examples later on, I think. Hmm. Yep. That's all for today. I started long ago. The stream is only 1 hour long, but it broke in the middle, so I think it's 3 hours and a half. I'm gonna have to put that back in YouTube. Yeah. I need to check what it is. The PDF nice. Typst package. Braille, color examples, and this. Yeah, seems fair to me. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you at at some point later. I do not have any way for now to tell you I'm gonna live because I'm not preparing things in advance. I'm just like, oh, I want to live now, and I live. I don't. Some streamer they start like 10 minutes before the beginning of the live. They start the live so people are notified and they have 10 minutes to come, and then they're from the beginning of the live. But I put the rediffusion, the videos on YouTube afterwards, so you can look at that there. Yeah, that's all for today, and I'm gonna make myself lunch. See you. Bye. Thank you for watching and for chatting. Okay. Thank you. Bye.